look, I mean, okay, so I understand in professional sports, it is a business. I understand that, and all these athletes in the league are pretty much just businessmen that where like we want you to work for us, yada yada, and by working, obviously playing for us. You know what I mean? And you're gonna obviously help the company, which is the team franchise. Get their best. Which is obviously win the championship, yada yada. But god damn, like has literally been like a whole like a contest of like who wants to get richer, you know what I mean? So just recently the freaking the famous baseball player of our generation, well, one of the famous, one of the best, you know what I mean, Harper from Washington Nationals just straight up got a 13-year contract, 330 million. God damn. And just before that, I recall Manny Machado also got I think 12, 13 for 300, yada yada. And I was like, God damn. And to tell you the truth, I'm not even sure if Machado isn't worth it for that, and especially for a crappy franchise like the Padres. Sorry, Padres fans, I'm just telling you the truth. But it's just I mean, I understand that if you're out there as a professional athlete, you're one of like the top all-stars, yada yada, you obviously feel like you want to be worth it, and if you have a chance to become a millionaire off playing a sport, then why not go for it, you know what I mean? But it's like, you better be guaranteed what you're offering to the table, do you know what I mean? If a company is taking a chance on you, then you really freaking better promise that you're going to give them that World Series or yada yada. Like, let's be real. Is Harper or is Machado even LeBron status or freaking Tom Brady, yada yada? Like, oh my god, and don't get me wrong, even athletes in NFL, they want like big contracts where like they just want to like, I mean, some people are saying like, oh yeah, I want to stay loyal and all that stuff. Half the time I kind of feel like, dude, it's really because like you just want a big ass contract where you just rather stay put just because you're getting all that money, you know what I mean? I was actually kind of shocked that Matthew Stafford got a ginormous contract at one point where he was actually one of the highest paid at that point. And then it was Derek Carr, and then it was Jimmy Garoppolo, which, my opinion, I feel like 49ers jumped the gun on giving Jimmy Garoppolo a ginormous contract after 5 games. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, as a Niner fan, I understand we were in a huge hunt for a quarterback, and we want to make sure Jimmy G wants to stay with us. But, oh, god damn, like, whew. And then Kirk Cousins going to Vikings and got, apparently, I think, $84 million guaranteed or yada yada. Like I said, if you have a chance to get money and if you were able to convince the organization to give you this big of a contract, then yeah, good job. You and your agent did something smart. But like, I mean, it's just, what happened to the love of the game? You know what I mean? Like, what happened to you wanting to play because I want a World Series championship, or I want to get that ring for the NBA, or Super Bowl MVP? You know what I mean? It's like, y'all are just trying to chase checks more than you're trying to chase, like, the actual goal, which is to win a ring. And that's what your franchise / the business wants you to do, you know what I mean? I mean, obviously that team doesn't want to be in total trash if they feel like they ain't shit without you and stuff, but, like, oh my god, like... And obviously Khalil Mack, you guys obviously know about the whole Raiders thing, how he wants to get paid good. They didn't do it, so he ended up getting what he wanted by getting traded and ended up getting the Bears and got a nice contract he wanted. Which Khalil Mack, he kind of proved this year that he kind of deserved it, even though the Bears defense stepped it up even when he was injured. Oh my god, bro. Like, it's just money, 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 money. You know what I mean? Like, well, sadly, money has a lot of issues going on. Like, I'm not saying money is the root of all evil, but money for sure is the root of all evil in a monetary system. But that's a different conversation. But god damn, the business world is just crazy, and it's crazy that the business world even puts that much of an impact in sports as well. Hooey. And then obviously, the owners of NFL teams, they want the best what they got for their franchise. Because, trust me, think of it. When an NFL team is going to a Super Bowl, think of how many people are going to buy, like, merchandise for that, like, whole, all those teams, t-shirts, jerseys, and stuff like that. And then think of how much money is going to generate to, like, the whole city itself, you know what I mean? Heck, I kind of understood. Like, You know how like New Orleans probably got hella pissed off that the Rams like stole their Super Bowl trip. Because think of it, the whole New Orleans, they want that like opportunity where like all the restaurants would be crowded on Super Bowl day, which probably it was if I'm telling you the truth. But like people buying all these Saints stuff, all having parades, generating so much money. You know what I mean? It's just a huge help. You know what I mean? So not just the fact that we might have a chance of winning the Super Bowl, but think of how much money is going to be generated. You know what I mean? But yeah, I guess just like that song by Wu-Tang Clan. You know what I mean? Cash rules everything around me. I think that's honestly the only good Wu-Tang song I like. I don't like Wu-Tang like that. But anyway, I just wanted to share my opinion on that, on this like whole at least trying to get money. But I guess let's be all real. I guess it's kind of like the real world that we live in.